Hello, my name is Lukas Oldenburg from Dim28, and in this video we're going to have fun with custom dimensions in Piwik Pro Manager. Now I assume that you have run the setup. If not, go watch the setup video. And on the Sites tab you have selected the sites for which you want to view custom dimensions in the Custom Dimensions tab. And then you can either go to Extensions, Custom Dimensions, Refresh Custom Dimensions, to make sure you have the newest and latest version of that, or if you've just done the populate all tabs function after running the setup, you of course don't need to do that. And you see it's running that and just refreshed the custom dimension list. So now we have custom dimensions for two sites, because we selected two, actually we selected three, but this Lukas Testing 4 is a very new site. If we look at that site in Analytics, we see that it has no custom dimensions yet, but the others have. So it's really empty. So in a good Piwik Pro setup, you want custom dimensions to be in sync. You want the same slot, the same dimension ID to refer to the same kind of custom dimension. That makes a lot of stuff more scalable. You can use the identical data layer to custom dimension mapping in your Piwik Pro Manager, Tag Manager. You can apply the same segment using custom dimension something 32 in multiple sites. You can use the same custom report filters across sites, and so on and so on. So having the same custom dimension slots and IDs across sites is the most crucial foundation for scalability. And as you can see here, our custom dimensions are identical. So in Dim28, we have the same custom dimensions, CD1, CD2, and so on, with the same names and same setups as in Lukas Testing 2, our other site. So, but I said that our new site, Lukas Testing 4, has no custom dimensions yet. So, of course, you can now go and add an event dimension, add the session dimension, etc. But that's kind of tedious, of course, and it's also dangerous, because if you accidentally assign, so let's create event dimension 1, for example, CD1, and well, for whatever reason, I've created CD1 in the template site as a session dimension, I cannot change that later. So dimension 1 is always going to be an event dimension. I can change the scope after creating a dimension. And to avoid that, we have a nice function in Piwik Pro Manager. And this function is called clone custom dimension. The idea is that you have a set of custom dimensions already created in your template site. And for me, my Dim28ch is going to be my template site. It's going to be like my blueprint, and everything else is going to be sort of a copy of it. And then I can go to this column G here and say, clone custom dimensions to Lukas Testing 2, Lukas Testing 3, and Lukas Testing 4. This means whatever I have in terms of custom dimensions in Dim28ch will be cloned to these other sites for any free slots that are not yet occupied. If they already have custom dimensions for a certain slot, for example, if Lukas Testing 3 already has custom dimensions in slot 1 to 3, then it will not do anything. It will only do something if it still sees that the existing custom dimension slots are either identical to Dim28ch and there are some new ones in Dim28ch, or if the whole thing is completely empty, like we have the case here with Lukas Testing 4. So in a nutshell, let's do that. After this, we should expect Lukas Testing 4 to have exactly the same custom dimensions as the template site. So we can either go to custom dimensions and then clone custom dimensions, or to sites, clone custom dimensions. We'll do it from here. That's actually just the same function. So we'll click OK. And then we have to wait a little bit. Follow the status bar here. Now it's refreshing the custom dimension list. And we have to go to the custom dimensions tab for that. And it's already done. So now we see that there's now Lukas Testing 4 here as well. And we see it has the same custom dimensions as our other sites. And if we don't believe the Piwik Pro Manager, we can just go to Lukas Testing 4 in Piwik Pro and we'll see that the custom dimensions are indeed identical now. Likewise, if you want to create a new custom dimension, you only create this new custom dimension in your template site. So we'll only create a new custom dimension in our template site, dim28.ch. So we'll go to custom dimensions in our template site here, dim28.ch, and this is something you'll do in Piwik Pro. So you would add a session or an event dimension or a e-commerce dimension if your website supports that. And I'm going to call this custom dimension 13. And I always append the scope. And that's it. So we have a new custom dimension 13, but we have it only in dim28.ch. So instead of going to all the other sites and creating the same custom dimension there, you can just go to Piwik Pro Manager and run clone custom dimensions again. Yes. And again, we'll wait a bit. And here we are. We now see custom dimension 13 exists in dim28.ch, in Lukas Testing 4, and in Lukas Testing 2. And actually also in Lukas Testing 3. It's just that we don't want to list Lukas Testing 3 here. So because Lukas Testing 3 is not checked here. This is why we see only Lukas Testing 2 and Lukas Testing 4, and that makes everything a little bit faster. Only select the sites that you really need to see in the Piwik Pro Manager, because every additional site will slow down the refreshing of the tabs. So let's check if that's really the case. Let's go to Lukas Testing 3, for example, and we see custom dimension 13 is there. In Lukas Testing 4, custom dimension 13 is also there, and Lukas Testing 2 as well. So of course we don't have to do this for each new custom dimension. We can also create like 5 custom dimensions and then do the cloning. You don't have to do this custom dimension by custom dimension. So this is nice already. So let me show you another case where managing custom dimensions from Piwik Pro Manager is really cool. For example, you want to change the name or the whether it's active or the case sensitive, or change some of the extractions. You can either do this directly from here. So let's say let's change the case sensitivity here to true for session dimension 1 and 2, and here to false, and also let's also deactivate this one and give this another name, new name 222. Great name. And as you can see, this sometimes happens. Usually when you edit, the edit column gets this edit field and its edit value, and the whole row turns yellow. Sometimes if you edit too fast, or if you do like copy pasting or some mechanical stuff, then this doesn't work. Then you have to manually set this to edit. So that means whatever is set to edit will actually get edited. And you can do this not just in one site, you can also do this in multiple sites. So if we want to rename this one here, this is now a little bit brutal, we can do that as well. And now we'll just go to extensions, custom dimensions, edit custom dimensions, and let's give it a bit of time. And once that's done, we'll have these changes applied. It's done. And now we see our new names have been effectuated. If you want to clear the edit column because you don't need it anymore, you can go to extensions, Piwik Pro Manager, clear edit column, and that clears the edit column on the tab you're currently on. So let's do that. Edit column is now blank again, and the color yellow is gone. So if we don't believe Piwik Pro Manager, let's see if custom component attribute 3, custom dimension 3 in Lukas Testing 4 has been renamed. Lukas Testing 4, yeah, it now has the wonderful name component attribute 3 renamed. Now, should you do all these edits in Piwik Pro Manager? No. If you just want to edit multiple names or active status or case sensitivity, then you can do that here. But if you want to work with extractions, I mean, theoretically, you can write some JSON in here. I'm not even going to try. Better do that edit in Piwik Pro Analytics and then use the sync function in Piwik Pro Manager to apply it to the other sites. So syncing means you can edit something in your template site and then replicate that change automatically in all other sites. So for now, I'm going to refer to the template site as the template site or the blueprint site, and the other sites as the destination sites. So the goal is not to do the edits in all the sites, but just in one site and then syncing those edits to the other sites. So what does that mean for example? So our template site here is dim28.ch, and for example, I want to now change something. So I want to change the activity status of custom dimension 1 to false, the case sensitivity here to false, and the name of component attribute 3 is going to change to other name. So those are 3 changes. I see the edit column showing up in yellow. And now I need to do one thing. That's something I need to do just once. Here I have to select the sites that I want to keep in sync with whatever is in dim28ch. So I select these 3 sites and then I just copy that down. So whatever edit I do to any of these custom dimensions can be synced automatically to these 3 other sites that I've selected. So in theory, you could just do the edits for all the sites here, edit all the cells and edit and then run custom dimensions edit. But it's of course a little bit more efficient if you do edit and sync. If you just have to do the edits in one place and then sync them to the other sites without doing them in 3 places. And this is the beauty of the sync function in Piwik Pro Manager. So let's do that. Custom dimensions, edit and sync custom dimensions. And it says this will edit the custom dimensions marked with edit in the edit column and then sync the updates to the sites marked in the sync in column. And this principle applies not only to custom dimensions but to all the other tabs as well. So let's continue, and we can follow the progress in the status bar. And it's already done. Now it's refreshing the list. Perfect. So let's see. Component attribute 1, CD1, should be active false in all the other sites now as well. So we see, it's false, it's false here. Component attribute 2 should be false in terms of case sensitivity. Here, the same and the same here. And component attribute 3 should be called other name now everywhere. Great name. Awesome. So what if you do an extraction change? Of course, this is not something you want to do in the Piwik Pro Manager. Google Sheets is not meant for JSON editing. Theoretically, you could do that, but I recommend you do that in Piwik Pro for one site and then sync the change to the other sites. So let's do that. You would just edit in the template site. So let's do one final example where we edit something in the template site. We add, we don't add, but we change something here. Again, we'll add an extraction. Save it and then refresh. Now we see our new custom dimension extraction here, and now we just go to custom dimensions, sync custom dimensions. We don't need to do edit again because we've done the edit in Piwik Pro itself and not in Piwik Pro Manager. So we just need sync. We don't need to run the edit. Sync it. Don't worry about the edit column. As long as you just do sync, this does nothing. And once the sync has completed, we should see the extraction for custom dimension 5 in the other sites as well. And there it is, custom dimension 5, reg extraction, and here also the reg extraction or regex extraction. And that's how much you can do with custom dimensions in the custom dimensions tab. But there is an even cooler custom dimensions function still waiting. So let's look at that. One feature that's a little bit annoying in Piwik Pro Manager is that you can't reorder custom dimension mappings in Piwik Pro Analytics tags. So for example, I've created these custom dimensions to data layer variable mappings, but I can't drag them up or down, and they're completely out of order, 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, and so on. Yeah, of course I can like remove them and write them again, but this is no fun, and I have plenty of them, so what can I do about that? There's a nice little function in Piwik Pro Manager. For that, we can go to the Tag Details tab, and Tag Details tab will be talked about in more detail later, but this is where you can do detailed edits to tag, or you see also the details for each tag. And one of the details are the template options, and here you see in JSON what the mappings for example, for Piwik Pro event tag in this case are. And now you could like go in there and change the indexes yourself, but no, we're not going to do that. There's a much more comfortable function for that. So let's go to extensions, Piwik Pro Manager, then tag details and order custom dimensions. And order custom dimensions goes through all tags from the tag details tab. So if one of the sites you want to order tags is not here, you first have to edit under sites, click it, then refresh the tag details tab by running extensions, dim28, print Piwik Pro Manager, tag details, refresh tags and tag details, and then run order custom dimensions. And I've already run order custom dimensions, so it should have already completed. So let's check if that has happened. Again, this is my messed up tag. Let's reload it. And it's now nicely mapped, CD1, CD2, CD3, and so on. So it's now ordered by ID, makes much more sense. And something nice here, we can follow the logs as well. So it says 8 of 9 operations in 9 tasks were successful. See the logs tab for details. So let's go to the logs tab. What was the problem? So here there's one operation that failed. For whatever reason, Piwik Pro Manager could not find custom dimensions in that particular tag. I mean, that could be that Lukas Testing 4 has a tag that has no custom dimensions yet. So for that, we can just click to that tag and see if that's actually true. This is in Lukas Testing 4, the new site. And yes, there are no custom dimensions here, so there's nothing to order yet. So that's as expected, no problem, but this is just to remind you that there is a log tab, and if there are any issues during the operation, you either see them in the status bar or in the logs tab. No more chaos with custom dimension ordering in Piwik Pro Tag Manager, thanks to Piwik Pro Manager. And with this, we'll conclude our custom dimensions wrap up. Thank you very much for watching, and have fun with Piwik Pro Manager.